Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Busted Cars Garage. This is my 93 Honda Civic SI hatchback, and I've had this car since 2013. It's actually my first car. Just been driving it as a daily for the most part up until now. It was apart for about 2 years, a couple years back, because the head gasket had gone and just sat in the barn for a while and outside for a while. And then I got it going again. It's got just a D-series motor in it. Show you under the hood. It's pretty worn out. There you go. Just your standard stock D16 Z6. It burns a lot of oil. This thing has been burning literally 2 quarts per tank. It's literally awful. So, and actually now it's running on 3 cylinders, so I think the time has come for something new. I picked up this motor last week. It's from a 96 Integra. It's a B18 B1, so the Integra LS motor. This thing literally has 88,000 miles on it. You can see it actually came with the original heat shield for the exhaust. This thing's all stock, and it's also from an automatic transmission car, so it's probably not been beat on nearly as much as it would have been if it had come from a manual transmission Integra. So yeah, you saw us, we backed this thing into the garage. The engine was in the trunk and got it unloaded here. So at this point I'm gonna have to find a transmission for it, clutch, flywheel, wiring harness, and ECU. And we should be dropping this thing in a couple months. Got some pretty big plans for this car. As you can see, it's very, very rusty, but I do have patch panels for the car that'll cover from about here all the way up and then down past this area. We'll need to fabricate something for the area going forward, and I'll do the exact same job on the passenger side, but I'll be doing that repair at some point, and I want to repaint the entire car. I actually hate red cars, so I'm gonna be painting this thing a nice color that we'll reveal later on, and also would like to turbo it at some point. Maybe just do a cheap eBay turbo kit with a good tune and see what kind of horsepower we can make out of this thing. Also forgot to mention, I did do a compression test on this thing before we picked it up, and lowest was 180 and highest was 195, so it's definitely got good compression. So this thing should be good to go to drop in and run it. It does have the valve cover leak. You can see the oil running down the front there. Made a mess, but yeah, new valve cover gasket. We'll have to see maybe some other gaskets, a good pressure wash. Want to powder coat the valve cover, and yeah, this thing should be mint. A couple more things on the car. I've got some other wheels to put on it. It's obviously just on Steely's right now, and so I'll be putting those other wheels on. Need to get some summer tires for them. I've actually got some new suspension for this car too. You'll remember it's the suspension that we pulled off of the blue coupe a couple videos ago. So that's gonna be going on here. It's basically brand new, and it'll take care of some of this wheel gap right here. Make the car handle a lot better. The driver front strut is most definitely blown. So yeah, it should help this thing handle quite a bit better, because right now it has tons of body roll, and that's not what we want. So the interior on the car is actually in decent shape for being, a 25, 26-year-old car. Still has the hand crank windows in it. I actually have the complete power window and power lock swap for this car, so I'll be doing that in a future video. For the rest of the interior, I guess I need to decide if I want to get some racing bucket seats in here or do something else. Definitely want to fix up the sound system. Probably get a different steering wheel for it. We'll see on that. And yeah, interior doesn't need too much work, just mainly the exterior on this car. But this thing's been a good car for me, good reliable daily driver, and does have a little sentimental value because it's my first car, and these Hondas are just so cheap to do stuff on. I mean, this motor was $400 for an 88,000 mile motor, and I'm so happy with this thing. So yeah, it's a good project car because it needs a lot done to it, and I'm really going to enjoy driving this thing. It's a hatchback, so it's been great for hauling stuff, and I like this motor, and so I definitely want to keep it around for that. Anyway, that's about it on this thing. Got my 83 Nighthawk over here. Going to be doing some work to that in some upcoming videos too. Also have another bike. I'm going to be showing some of that, an 83 Honda Shadow. So between cars and motorcycles, I got a lot of stuff going on, and there's going to be a lot of cool upcoming content for you guys to check out. So be on the lookout for that. So yeah, good things to come.